Today I got the whole family together and we went up and we shot clay pigeons and we shot like cans and plates and stuff, and it was a lot of fun.
So I haven't touched a gun for about 28 years, but my family all wanted to go shooting today, so I thought, well, that'll be fun. It'll, everyone's in town. I did not grow up with a hunting family. No one in my family ever hunted, so it was new to me when I met my future husband.
Hunting's always been a big part of my family growing up. It just gives you the excuse to be together as family, and some of the stories that are told and just the camaraderie is a lot of fun.
I hunted a lot as a kid, mainly because I wasn't very good at telling my dad I didn't want to. My wife and sister and mother have rarely shot anything. My wife had never shot anything before, ever. So that was a really fun experience. She was so scared, but then when she got out there, she really had a good time.
I was really nervous because my friends had gone before and some of them complained about getting bruises from the guns, and I was like, that doesn't sound any fun at all. You just get hurt and you shoot guns, okay? We actually got to go later than I think my father-in-law would have preferred to go, but we went kind of in the middle of the day, and it was kind of like off-roading in this truck, and it was really bumpy and a little bit scary, but it was fun. And then we got up to where we actually were shooting and got to set all of that up, and it was really beautiful and just a really nice day.
I was so afraid when my husband pulled out all the guns. I'm like, are they loaded? Why are they pointing them at me? Where are we shooting? What are we doing? But then I got to shoot all of them. I actually had fun and was shooting all the targets. I actually impressed myself and did a pretty good job.
So I've hunted once in my life, and I went with my dad. We went to a hunting club and I shot a pheasant for the first time, and that was really exciting. My dad was really proud of me, so that was really cool, but that's the only time I've ever hunted. So before I shot with a shotgun, but today I shot with a .22. I was really scared about the kickback, and before I got bruises, so I was really nervous that it would kick back on me really hard and I would get bruises again, but the .22 doesn't kick back as bad as the shotgun did.
My husband assured me that the .22s don't hurt, and even the shotgun wasn't bad, so I tried all three actually. I did the .22, which was really fun, and then shotgun, which kind of was a little scary. I thought it was going to hurt, but it wasn't too bad. And then the rifle was fun because you could actually see through the scope what you're hitting, so we had some fun with that and got to do some things like we hit a cup that was full of soda, so that was really fun, and yeah, it was a good day. I enjoyed myself.
My dad's always been really good at training dogs. Sadie's no exception, so when we got up there and we started unloading everything from the truck bed, Sadie started running. She loves, pheasant, she loves hunting chukar, and so she immediately, of course, thought that's what we were doing, so she started running all around. So unfortunately, we had to put her back in the kennel, so she was basically in the truck bed for the whole time we were out shooting, but that was okay. She still just enjoyed being out there, and for the rest of the day we played fetch with her because we felt bad. Stay. 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 Hey, Sadie. You want it? Here you go.
Here, I got a treat.
When you grow up on a farm, there's not a lot to do as a kid, so you find things to do, and one of those is always hunting. Actually, I did some trapping as a kid as well, but yeah, hunting came from both my grandfathers were both big hunters, and my father, and there were a lot of memories going to some pretty neat camps where a lot of the family all went camping at the same time, and a lot of times that's the main emphasis of why a lot of people hunt.
I lived on a dairy farm and grew up there. My father was the person who milked the cows, and I carried the milk and helped feed the cows and that type of thing. And the dairy farm just happened to have quite a bit of pheasants around. My father had been raised on that farm himself, and so when pheasant season had come around, I would trample after him and walk here and there and see if I could scare him up for him. And so after I grew up and started hunting, he slowed down a little bit. When Rob came along, first son, he grew up on the farm also, and when he was young, I would carry him on my shoulders. I'd carry him all over, and I got in shape that way. I remember when he got to be old enough to shoot a shotgun, I can remember his first pheasant along the canal and how proud I was of him. And I guess it was the same thing. My dad was proud of me, and I was proud of him as we grew up on the farm.
He bought me a shotgun for our first wedding anniversary. That was a big surprise. And he tried to get me to hunt, but I wasn't I just like to go out and walk around and when they hunted, and it's beautiful in the mountains in the fall, and so it's a pretty time to go.
To me, it was a lot of fun. I had a good time, and I especially just enjoyed being there with my wife and watching her experience that world. It was a lot of fun to see, and my sister too, and my mother, and I just enjoyed the whole lot.
We've always eaten the pheasants. I think we're famous for our pheasant dinners, so I think when we say we're cooking pheasant, relatives come out of the woodwork.